Steve, Elliott, Ben Dupree, Dagenham Redbridge at home. Steve, final game of the season. The gaffer said a while ago he couldn't wait for this season to end. As a player, do you share those sort of sentiments? Presumably everyone knows what he means because it's been such a tough season.
Yeah, of course we understand what he means, but at my age you don't want the season to end. You never know if it's going to be your last one, But it has been disappointing this season, especially after the previous 2 seasons. But it was a new group. It didn't quite click the way we wanted it to. But I think, if anything, this season the positives that we can take out of it is that there's some very good young lads coming through the ranks. So, it's I don't know what's going to happen next season, but the future still looks bright for Cheltenham Town with them coming through.
And has this been any more difficult this week than any other in training in and around the camp?
Not particularly. I think what happened this week goes on in every club. It's just I think it all got blown out of proportion a little bit. But we trained well yesterday, and lads got on with it, and we're ready for the game tomorrow.
Obviously, you say you don't know what's going to happen next season. Does that influence your thoughts going into, I suppose, what could be your final game for the club?
No, not at all. I'm going into the game as I do every other game. I want to win it. I'll give everything I can, and whatever happens. I can't do anything about that. You never know what's going to happen in football, but as long as you show that you're giving 110% and you want to win every game, then that's what you can do.
And presumably, from what you're saying about the excitement of the kids coming in, you'd love to be here next season.
Yeah, of course. I love playing football. I love being part of football. It's all I've known. It's what I want to do. So, yeah, it's exciting times. I think Russ and Jamie have done a fantastic job with the kids coming through, and I think they're going to have a bright future if they keep their heads down and keep working, listening and learning. And I think it bodes well for them.
From what the chairman said about the restructuring, there's going to be a player coach in role next season. Would that interest you?
Of course it would. Yeah, it's obviously a step in the right direction for the career I want to take. So, if that opportunity arose, of course I'd give it serious consideration. Yeah, but nothing's been spoken yet. I'm sure we'll have meetings next week and discuss whatever's going to happen and whatever the plans the gaffer and the club's got. So I don't know anything till then. So.
And away from the training field and the pitch, have you been doing your badges?
Yeah, I've got my UEFA B. I got that just recently, a couple of months ago. So yeah, I've got that. I'll probably apply for the A licence as soon as I can. But I know there's a big waiting list for that. But the UEFA B is the one that I wanted and the one that I've got now. So
chance to go above Dagenham. Can that be a motivator for the weekend?
Yeah, you want to win every game and you want to finish as high in the table as possible. So yeah, like you say, it's a chance to go a point ahead of them. So yeah, I'm sure the lads will be doing everything they can to win. It's the last game of the season. It's not anything to play for, but personal pride and pride in your own performance. So that's what we'll be looking to do.
And with the youngsters coming in, the fact that there's now sort of a group of them coming in and presumably they know how each other plays, just how much does that help that sort of they don't feel isolated as the youngster in the team?
Well, it's a great chance for them, like I said, they've come through the ranks together, they know each other's game, and it's a good opportunity for them because there's no pressure on the game, and in training they've looked really good, so hopefully they can take that into the game Saturday. We'll give them as much encouragement as possible, and we've told them already that just go out and enjoy yourselves and express yourself, so hopefully we'll have a good performance off them.
And obviously people have looked to you as a senior pro for years for guidance, but does the presence of the youngsters sort of make those players who are in their mid-20s sort of step up and take a bit more responsibility as well?
Yeah, I'm sure it does. You want to help them, you want to get them involved in the game, you want them to do well. So, Matty's in there who will be supporting them, and Byron up top, he'll be giving advice. So, it's a good chance for them, and hopefully they can have a good game and go from there.
Thanks, good luck.
Cheers.
Steve, if the role were to come up, the one thing you have to have as a player coach is the respect of your colleagues and teammates, and you definitely got that, haven't you? They all seem to have looked up to you for your 4 years here.
I hope so. I try and treat everyone the same, and give advice, and if they need any help, then I'll be there for them to have a word with. But I think over my career, you build that reputation, and hopefully that I've got it here, and with my experience and what I've done, then they can look up to it.
Yeah, you've got to go on and do your badges if you want to get into management A licence and then maybe pro licence, but you can't. There's no substitute for the amount of games you played at every level of the game, is there?
Well, exactly, yeah. I mean, you see some people who've not even played a game, but very good coaches, So there's two ways to go about it. But I think nearly 500-600 games or whatever it is. I'm not sure, but it must have some bearing on your experience and advice you can give. So hopefully, whatever happens, I'll be able to pass on some knowledge to someone. Yeah,
and there was a time when you were out the side and you were getting involved in. The manager kept me involved, didn't he? With doing warm-ups and that sort of thing before the game. So did you almost see that as the start of maybe getting a bit into coaching?
Yeah, there's always got to be a point where you start somewhere, So when I was out the team, I would just try to help the gaffer as much as I could and help the lads as much as I could. There's no point moping around and being upset that you're not playing. You've just got to get on with it. It's part of football, and just be there for the lads who need you. So yeah, I was quite happy to take on any role that the gaffer wanted me to do, and enjoyed it. So.
Yeah, and your relationship with the manager, obviously you're one of the longest serving outfield player now, so you obviously know him pretty well and the way he operates. Do you think there could be a good working relationship there if you do step up as a player coach?
Well, you never know, do you? But like I said, the gaffer signed me 4 years ago now, so I've thoroughly enjoyed every minute of it. I've had some good times, some not so good times this season, but it's just I know the way the gaffer likes things done, and hopefully we can get a good result Saturday and we can end on a high.
Yep. Cheers, Steve.